serving at the Wellness Studio today? We're serving delicious Avomango Tacos. That's right, Avomango Tacos. They're extremely delicious and really good for you. And I'm going to show you how to make them for yourself today so you can gather all the ingredients and go home and make it for your family. So we're going to start with 2 ripe avocados. I've where they're sort of not too soft, ripe enough where they're just a little bit of firmness to them, where you can dice them up easily. So I'm going to add my avocados to the mix, starting with that. I'm then going to add, I diced up 1 ripe mango, which will sort of give the tacos that sort of sweet tropical feel and flavor that everybody loves. It's really refreshing for summertime. So we're going to add some of the diced mango to the mix. All right, and also what I like to add is some of the sweet yellow cherry tomatoes. They're in season right now. They're really sweet and really juicy, and it sort of gives that tart bit to the taco, which I really love. So I'm going to add, probably I'd say I added about 8 little diced cherry yellow tomatoes to the mix. And I'm also going to add a shallot to the mixture, which for some reason I have this fascination with shallots right now. I love shallots because it's more of a delicate onion. It's a cross between sort of a garlic cube and a little red onion. So it's delicate, it has a delicate flavor, and I really like to use it in my cooking because it just is not so overwhelming to the food. So I'm going to go ahead and add that into the mixture as well. 1 shallot chopped up. And then I'm going to add a little bit of EVOO, some organic olive oil. It's also good to get olive oil in a dark container, and that way it preserves it from the light, from the taste going, changing different textures and flavors. So it really preserves the oil if you get it in a nice dark bottle, which I like to do. So I'm going to drizzle probably about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of olive oil over the mixture. I'm then going to add, I have some beautiful smoked salt here, which I like to add for that smoky flavor to go with the sweetness of it. So it sort of gives it that, it melds the flavors together, melds the avocado and the mango together. So it kind of creates that really smoky flavor to it. So I'm going to add a little bit of that smoked salt. I'm going to add a little pink Himalayan salt, which is actually really great to use because it has all the mineral content in it. So the pink crystals are still like sort of in its organic, natural form, and it doesn't have any, it hasn't been stripped away yet. So it has all the natural minerals that come in salt. So I'm going to add my pink Himalayan salt to the mixture. Just a little bit of that. I would say no more than 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Very minimal amounts. You don't need a whole lot for this dish. I also love using this spice from South America. It's called mercan, and it has all of that smoky, spicy essence to it as well. So I'm going to add a little bit of that, which also helps to meld those fruits and vegetables together. A little bit of cayenne pepper, which is my secret weapon, because it just makes it just that peppery, spicy flavor, which gives it a little bit of spice and heat to the tacos. So a little bit of that. I would say just a shake or 2 on top of that of your red cayenne pepper. And then last but not least, I'm going to grind up some fresh rainbow peppercorns. Just a little peppery feel to it. Give it all a good stir. I like to mix it all down together. The EVOO will sort of meld all of the spices and the avocado and the mango together nicely. So you've got it all sort of mixed up with those little yellow cherry tomatoes. Okay, so once you've got that, I'm actually going to add a little bit of cilantro to it, just to give it that sort of herby, fresh taste as well. So a little bit of cilantro, and I just sort of like to do that with my fingers to sort of tear it apart a little bit as opposed to using a knife, and just get the natural oils from cilantro sort of generating throughout the dish as well. Cilantro is a really great spice. It's a fresh herb. It goes really well with Latin foods and Latin dishes, which is what we want to give this. We want to give it that sort of Latin Mexican flair, more of a, and plus a Caribbean feel with the mango in it. So a little exotic and a little spicy for your hot summer afternoon. All right. So once we've got that complete, I'm going to go over now. I'm going to be using a cast iron skillet. I want less of, I don't really want to do any fried food. So we're going to do this really more of a whole natural raw food with natural corn tortillas. So the corn tortillas that I've gotten are actually just stone ground corn with a little bit of lime juice ground up. So they're as natural as you can probably get a corn tortilla. So I'm going to put that into my cast iron skillet, and I'm going to let that heat up for a bit. I'm actually going to go ahead and rotate it. Once that heats up a bit, I'm going to get my skillet going nice and hot here. And what's nice about this is it will make the outer edge of the tortilla a little bit crunchy, which is sort of that feeling you get when you actually deep fried a tortilla shell without all of the deep fried stuff to go with it. So it's a little bit healthier, but you still get that crunchy outer shell taste and feel, which is kind of cool. I'm going to flip it over. Get the other side a little toasty. I've got a couple plates here. My friend Heather's coming over to join me for lunch, and so we're going to have a little feast here, and we're going to make some really yummy Avomango Tacos and maybe a couple margaritas to go with it. All right, so once we get this nice and crispy, you can already see how it's kind of crisping up, which is great. You can actually do a couple tortillas at the same time, so I'll put another one in. So it kind of speeds up the process and makes it go a little bit faster. So we'll be on our way to eating a nice healthy lunch. So you know what I find is funny? I was watching a TV show the other day and I saw this commercial come on for healthy puppy food. And I thought to myself, they were talking about all the preservatives that we feed our pets that come in the natural canned food, the cans of dog food or cat food, and all the byproducts and different kind of manufactured ingredients that our pets, we've been feeding our pets for years. And I was sort of watching that with interest, thinking, the spokesperson was saying, wow, we have to give our pets healthy, fresh food. We've got to get natural, byproducts in there. We have to get, whole grains in there. We've got to get just nothing but fresh poultry or corn or turkey, chicken, beef, and it has to be from natural sources. And I think that's kind of funny because we tend to take better care of our pets than we do ourselves. And, we're feeding our pets really great, organic, healthy pet food. We sort of need to do the same for ourselves. So I think it's a great idea to start incorporating healthier recipes into your diet. We sort of talk about that a lot with the Wellness Studio when we go on site to some of the local businesses, and we work with the employees from different companies on how to really eat right and how to do it really inexpensive and really quickly, because a lot of people don't have a lot of time to cook healthy food. So I like to show people how we can really eat healthy and maintain a good, healthy, fresh, wholesome diet without a whole lot of muss and fuss. So, I just find it funny that we can feed our pets well, and we actually even put better gas in our cars. We put the high octane gas in our cars, and our cars run really fast. We want to make sure that they're getting the best gasoline to run on, but we don't feed ourselves that well, and we need to be in tip-top shape in order to work our cars and to be happy and have fun with our pets. So I think that it's just first and foremost that we actually feed ourselves good to begin with. So our taco shells are coming along. So as soon as I get all of those finished on both sides, a little crispy, I'm going to go ahead and put my crumbled goat cheese in, which on the warm tortilla, which sort of makes it meldy, and it's kind of soft, and it's really almost melds with the other flavors. So we're going to put our goat cheese on, and then we're going to put a little bit of our Avomango mixture on, and then you can actually put on whatever salsa you like. If you like green salsa or red salsa, or you don't have to put salsa at all. If you're not a big fan of really spicy hot salsas, you can leave that completely off. But today I'm going to use a nice green chili salsa, which has sort of helped to actually works well with the avocado and the mango as well. So our first shell is ready. Our second one is almost there. It's getting nice and crisp on the outside. You can see that. I'm going to flip over the second one. third one rather. All right. Starting to get a little heat in this pan. I can see it. See some of the smoke rising up. That's okay, because it's going to give us that crispy, crunchy outer shell crunch when we bite into it. That's what you want to feel when you bite into a taco. So you don't want to feel like you've cheated yourself off those nice crispy shells that remember from long ago. So these are sort of like guiltless, guilt-free taco shells. So I've got my 3 tacos here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply a little of the goat cheese to the center of the taco shell and kind of spread it out. This is going to get melted and sort of work as the little catalyst to bring all the flavors together, and gives it just that creamy richness that you want in a taco, that you would get if you normally put in sour cream or some kind of cheese. You're going to get that creamy richness from the goat cheese. And I love goat cheese. It's probably my favorite cheese on the planet. It seems to go with a lot of things. Mexican food, you can do Italian food with it. You can just have fun with it. It's spreadable. You can, make lots of really great dishes. It's lower in fat content and certainly easy to digest for a lot of folks out there who are lactose intolerant. So we're going to get our goat cheese on here. All right, so a little bit of that. And after we get that goat cheese on there, now we take our Avomango mixture and we just spoon that into each tortilla shell, just like so, and get enough in there so people feel like they actually have, a really good bite of the actual, they can taste the mango, they can taste the avocado. So I put that in there, another couple spoonfuls, I would say 3 good heaping teaspoonfuls of the mixture in each taco. This is going to feed 2 people with the mixture that we created. Okay. Probably make, I would say, 8 to 9 taco shells. So you could definitely feed a family with that. Okay. You could also make some nice black beans to go with it. You can, with some plantains. Give it a little Caribbean, Cuban flavor if you want. Okay, so a little bit more of the Avomango mixture. And then I'm going to actually put a little bit more of the, which I love, the cilantro in the taco mix. Just to give it that actually added little bit of zest of an herb on top of that. This one looks a little bit sparse there. We're going to add a little bit more of our mixture to it. All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so the last thing I want to add, which I absolutely love, is hit it with a little bit of lime juice, just to bring out all of those flavors and the richness of the goat cheese. And then again, what is optional is you can use your favorite salsa. I'm actually using this really great New Mexico green chili salsa. It's not real hot, it's more on the mild side, but it has really all the flavors and textures of like a green chili with a little bit of tomato in it, so it really enhances that as well, that flavor. I'm going to actually just take 1 teaspoon and drizzle that over the top of my tacos. There you go. See how easy that is? Super easy. I think this whole dish from start to finish takes about 15 minutes to make. And here's my Avomango tacos. Really great. I'm actually going to take a bite of one because I can't wait. I'm starving to death and I haven't eaten all day and this is going to be my lunch. So here we go. That is so good. Immediately, I can taste the tomato, the mango, the goat cheese, and the avocado. The richness of the avocado just sort of wraps itself around all the flavors. Really delicious and super easy. So that's what we're serving at the Wellness Studio today. Enjoy. Have a great day.